Hi, I'm Christine Capel with ILTV, here with our ESPN analysts, Quint, Kessenich, and Mark Dixon. First up, how do you guys feel about a shot clock in D1?
Shot clock for lacrosse, yes or no? I'm going to say no. I think the game is flowing nicely this year with the addition of the 10-second count, the changing of that rule, and also what then becomes a shot. If a shot clock is winding down, somebody shoots the ball 30 yards over the goal, they run it out of bounds. Do they get possession back because that's a shot? I really think it would be hard to define what a shot is. No to the shot clock.
My biggest problem with lacrosse right now is when you have a new person who's never seen the game before, try to explain some of the clocks. 10 count here, 20 count here, 4 count here. It's very confusing. With a 60-second shot clock, we have one clock, we have better tempo, we have a better fan-friendly game.
The new issue of Inside Lacrosse is all about rivalries. Next up, what's the best rivalry in men's lacrosse?
Best rivalry in all of lacrosse, Johns Hopkins versus Maryland, bar none. The intensity, the passion of not only the players but the fans and the bleachers. Maryland players just simply want to take the Hopkins band and dismantle their instruments. The Johns Hopkins players want to take the flag bearer and just crack them over the back with that thing. It's a great rivalry, renewed April 12th at Homewood Field for 2008.
Dixon, you've been drinking that Hopkins Kool-Aid for way too long. Hopkins' schedule is loaded with rivalry games. The series over the last 16 matchups, 12 for Hopkins wins, only 4 for Maryland. That's not exactly a rivalry. This one's easy. Army-Navy, baby.
As it quickly approaches, what do you think is the best location for the men's Final Four?
Best location for lacrosse's Final Four? I'm going to say Baltimore, but you're really splitting hairs between Philadelphia and Baltimore. But Baltimore, because the Inner Harbor is within walking distance of M&T Bank Stadium, the amenities are a little bit closer. Remains to be seen what Foxborough brings. As far as college venue goes, I always enjoyed College Park down at the University of Maryland for the national semifinals.
You may like your crab cakes in Baltimore, but I like my cheesesteaks in Philly. That's the best venue for the Final Four right now. You got the New York metropolitan area close by, you got Central New York, easy drive, you got a Baltimore drive of only an hour and a half, and you got a big-time airport, Philadelphia.
And finally, a lot of great freshmen are stepping up this season. Who's the best freshman in D1?
An excellent crop of freshmen so far in 2008, but I think the best freshman in the country up to this point, Mike Manley, defenseman for the Duke University Blue Devils, supplanted Ryan McFadden as a starter, pushed him to the long pole position. He's physical, he's great on ground balls, he's really come into his own. Mike Manley for Duke, for my money, the best freshman thus far in 2008.
A handful of freshmen are starting to separate themselves from the pack. I like Shamel Bratton, Jordan McBride. The bunch of guys from Maryland are terrific. But the one who stands out to me, John Galloway, goalie for Syracuse. Where would Syracuse be right now without John Galloway? 57% between the pipes, a great clearing goalie. This is a Syracuse team that would not be a top 5 team without Galloway. He's the MVP of the freshman class thus far.